1A. Collection of items of the same type stored in a hidden or inaccessible place. An arms cache. More examples. Sentences. A cache of gold coins.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
See, this says sixth attempt for cash gold by Alex and Clarence Roland or Colin.
Okay, so there was a cache of gold coins somewhere that they were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says we left Calgary at 12:30 in Clarence's 3/4 ton 1938 International truck, stopping at Banff. So they must have been from Alberta, maybe. Stopping at Banff for a swim and hot springs. On the hill, just along Golden. The second gear jammed and had us plenty wounded. We went to town angry. Oh, we went to town anyway and got a room.
Plenty worried?
Working on the tomorrow until 1:30 a.m. Working on the transmission. See if you can read that better than I can. Here.
Okay, just 2 secs here.
Okay, I'll try to read some more. Working on the transmission till 1:30 a.m. July 13th. That was July 12th. July 13th, Thursday. Left Golden about 10 a.m. taking the Big Bend. Something worked okay. Run into something quite often. Awful rough road and super vent onto had a lot of worry that night. Front spring, July 14th.
Huh. Okay. It says here, I said, was there color in newspapers in 19...
Fuck sakes!
In 1950.
You're gonna wreck that shit.
In 1950?
She just stepped on the paper.
Yeah, I seen that.
Jumped on it.
When did newspapers start printing in color? However, it was back in 1977 when color photos started appearing regularly.
Okay, my brain was... I didn't catch that.
When did newspapers print in color? Which one do you prefer? On December 25th, 1855, the Illustrated London News contained the first colored pictures printed.
1855?
Yeah.
Wow, 100 years earlier than this paper.
Yeah. Contained the first colored pictures printed in an English newspaper. However, it was back in 1977 when color photos started appearing regularly in daily newspapers.
Color photos.
So, Illustrated London News contained the first colored pictures. Let me see that.
There's no colored photos in there?
No. Colored heading.
Yeah.
No colored photo.
This thing is, I think I should frame that or something.
Let's see that.
This thing is...
July 12th, 1950. We left Calgary, 12:30 in Clarence's 3/4 ton, 1938 International truck, stopping at Banff for a swim in the hot springs. On the hill just above Golden, the second gear jammed and had us plenty worried. We went to town anyway and got a room working on the transmission till 1:30 a.m. July 13th, Thursday. Left Golden about 10 a.m. taking the Big Bend.
Don't you think July would have been too late to go?
You would think.
Yeah, you'd think it's right. It's not giving yourself much time.
Okay, I think its gears worked okay. Run into rain quite often. Awful rough road. Had supper at Revelstoke and went on to Salmon Arm.
Oh, okay.
Had a lot of worry over U-bolts on right front spring.
Nice. I can't believe you could read that.
My mother used to write like this. July 14th, Friday. Get U-bolts made and put them on before going on to Kamloops. Buy pickboard and packsack and go into Cache Creek where we had late lunch.
Cache Creek.
Then up to Lac La Biche to
See?
pick up blankets and extra clothes. Arrived there about 7:30, but cabin where I stayed was locked up, so we went up to something EO Camps. Buster Hamilton's place on Spout Lake.
What? Stop for a sec. I gotta.
I don't
Buster
understand
Hamilton?
I don't understand what this is. Went up to Tim EO Camps.
There, that's a camp. If you
Yeah.
type that in, I bet you would come in.
I think it's 10. TEN, because he spells the T the same way.
Okay.
10E.
Just wait a second.
10E Camps.
I wanna.
Did you get this far?
No, I can't. I have a hard time. A really hard time reading.
Oh, if I look at that with my glasses off, yeah, no, I have issues. But with the glasses on, I can see it better.
I just wanna take some notes.
Yeah, he writes like the old timers.
Yeah.
Like he writes like side us. That's why I can read this. Oh, that doesn't help.
Oh, sorry.
That may. Why did you close that?
Well, 'cause the freaking. What the hell? Oh, weird.
Oh, that's okay.
It looked like you had no head. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with the camera? But you had that. You had that paper perfectly. I'm serious. It looked weird. No, down more. Down. Oh, look to your left. You gotta cover your head. No, other way. Okay. Yeah, agree. That's funny. Anyway. Can you still read it? Are you good? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so, okay, number one, places they were. So, places they were. First, they went to Banff, right? It was Banff.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Golden. Revelstoke. Salmon Arm.
Just one sec.
Kamloops. Cache Creek. CACHE Creek.
Guess what? That's where Bob was from. Robert went in that idiot. Okay, Cache Creek. Then they went to
10E.
let's just question mark that as 10. Spell for me.
TEN dash EE dash AH.
Okay. And then what was that?
Buster Hamilton's place on Sprout Lake, 18 miles east to north from town.
Just where Bud Hamilton's place.
Buster.
Buster Hamilton's place. Is it spelled Hamiltons?
Yep.
And Buster?
Yep.
Buster Hamilton's place. And what was after that? Buster
On
Hamilton's place?
Spout
On
Lake. Spout.
Okay. Spout Lake. Okay, and it was how many?
18 miles north and east of town.
18 miles north and east?
Northeast.
Oh, northeast.
Well, they say east and north. So it would have been east and then north.
Okay.
Right?
Cool. Okay.
From town. Stayed there for the night. Picked up some of my mail here too. July 15th.
He picked up some of his mail there.
Yeah.
Which makes me almost think that he lived there, maybe.
Maybe.
Why? How do you just pick up your mail at some random place you go to?
Oh, maybe he lived there.
Picked up mail at where?
Spout Lake?
And why would he be picking
Oh,
up
maybe
his...
not Spout Lake. Maybe the last place they were in Kamloops. So maybe he lived in Kamloops.
Okay, reread that, just so we're...
Back to where? July 14th?
Read that sentence, yeah. Start from the beginning on that sentence. Or paragraph. Or date.
Day? July 14th?
Yeah.
Friday. Get U-bolts made and put them on before going to Kamloops. Buy pack board and pack sack and go into Cache Creek, where we had late lunch, then up to Lac La Biche to pick up blankets and extra clothes. Arrived there about 7:30, but cabin where I stayed was locked up, so we went to 10E camps. Buster Hamilton's place on Spout Lake, 18 miles east and north of town. Stayed there for the night. Picked up some of my mail here too.
Here too. Picked up some of his mail here too. So it would have been at that place he was just at, which was Buster Hamilton's.
Yeah.
Picked up mail at Buster Hamilton. And why? The other question I have, honey, sorry, but you're gonna lay down right there. Lay down. No. The other question I have is, if he just came out from Alberta
Yeah.
to go and do this, find this gold cache. Keep it down. And obviously, your mind thinks that, okay, well, he lived in Alberta because he's going out to find this thing. Well, why would he be picking up his mail? Okay, well, Buster Hamilton place, question mark.
Yeah, but you gotta remember back in the day, they used to have telegraphs too. And you could get your mail that way too.
Okay, so
Like,
explain that to me.
What do you mean?
Telegraph, so like what?
Okay, like say
The cat keeps trying to jump up
he said he was going to dude's place.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go to a telegraph office and they could wire, like if somebody in Calgary wired, like they tap it out,
Yeah.
and the guy wherever the office is that receives it writes out the taps and you could get a message.
A mail, which would
Yeah.
count as mail.
Would be like your mail. Maybe that's the way they did it. They telegraphed mail to him, to this place.
Okay, well, we'll put that down as a little thing. Telegraph mail. question.
Because, like, okay, if a sheriff in one town, right, there was bad guys, say
I got
outlaws,
you. Yeah.
they could telegraph ahead and say, yo, so and so is heading your way, dot, dot, dot. And they used to do it like telegraph, like,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
And
Okay.
they could wire the sheriff in the next town saying, this bad dude's heading your way,
Sweet.
right?
Okay. Okay. So we figured out that part. So where
Okay,
did we end
July
up?
15th. Started out at 9:30 after borrowing $25. Whatever that is. Gold. Stake off Buster. Borrowed $25. Gold stake. Okay, off
I
Buster.
don't know if it's gold stake.
I
but
think
it's
so.
Looking
Do
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
I think so. Gold stake.
Okay.
Off Buster.
Why would he have a stake to if he's going to see a stake makes me not think he's going to find a cash. It makes why would you have a stake for a cash? Wouldn't you have a stake for a claim? I guess maybe you'd get a stake in case you find a nice claim.
Yeah,
Stake
maybe.
it?
Maybe. Stopped at Kamloops to buy.
Why are they going back to Kamloops?
I don't know.
Okay, stop. Go
To
ahead.
buy, grab, and extra canvas. Oh, to buy, grab, and extra canvas. To put on walls for my pup tent before going to Merritt. Merritt is BC too, right? Merritt. Yeah, I have a girlfriend lives there.
Merritt.
Ritt.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's BC too.
Yeah. July 16th is Sunday. Arrive at Brookmine about noon. Brookmere or mine?
I'd say I don't know.
Well, see, it's a hump, so it almost looks like an R. See the way he makes his R's?
Mm-hmm.
Or it could
And
be
watch
mine.
for his last name.
Could be Brookmine.
Okay, while you're doing this, keep
Yeah.
that in mind because we're trying to find his last name. So if the same
Yeah.
letters,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. See, he makes his U's the same.
What's the oh, that's a U.
Look at his last name.
U, and then what's that
See,
weird
now.
little thing in there?
Yeah, it's almost like an N or an M. See the way
This
he makes?
and
Yeah.
colon.
That's an N. Shit. Well, that's an N.
Colon, yeah. Kolun, you think?
Yeah.
Kolun.
U-N.
K-O-L-U-N. Okay, and Alex and Clarence. And look for things that, remember you were saying that maybe he used a fake name? Look for hints that maybe he did that. Because if he used a fake name, then maybe he was, like if he died, he didn't want somebody to be finding it. But
Yeah, maybe.
You'd think he'd want somebody to find it if he died.
Maybe, maybe not. You don't know how they
I guess, yeah.
arrive at Brook. Okay, mine or near. I think it's mine.
Okay, so Brooklyn. I'm gonna wreck this.
I would just fold this up for now.
I can't fold it. It's getting worse.
Oh,
So I gotta get it. I'd like to get it in something, like, cause this could be worth freaking major money, right? And it's just like, for now, I'm just gonna sit there. I'm still. I'm busy, right? We're trying to do this. I'll pick it up in a second. Brooke, mind?
yeah. About noon. Throw our stuff on flat car and leave truck in care of firemen and go on to Coquitlam. COQUI.
Okay, C-O.
QUIHILLA,
Yeah.
where we leave it and walk back to Juliet. JUL
J-U-L.
UT.
Juliet.
Juliet, no. JULIET. Sorry.
J-U.
LIET. He
Okay.
makes his E's weird. Look,
Wait.
he puts his
That's
E.
good.
Look,
There's.
see?
Yeah.
The way he does his E's, that's an E.
Well, that looks like an E then.
What, there?
No?
No.
Okay. So Juliet.
Get my pack from Albert.
Albert.
I don't know who Albert is.
See, that's a hint. Albert, just wait a sec. Oh, freak. This will have to be sorted out, but Albert. Alex gets packed from.
Albert. And we have a good supper there.
From and has supper.
Yeah.
And has supper. So he must know this guy has
Yeah.
supper.
Well, back in them days, most of the time you knew people. Like, if you were starving, people would take you in and feed you. Just because. Whether they knew you or not.
Albert Alex gets packed from and has supper there. Yeah, well, of course, right? But I was also thinking, like, maybe this.
Well, they're probably all buddies.
Maybe this Albert guy is the reason why Alex is coming up here to find this gold cache, because he gave him the idea. And obviously, this guy lives super close to wherever they're going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So July 17th is Monday. Leave Juliet about 8 after leaving some stuff with Albert and having some coffee. Come to Coquitlam and pack our stuff in 2 hours.
I don't think that's Coquitlam. I think that's Coquella.
Okay, then it would be COQUIHALLA.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
say that again. So let's C-O.
But he spells it weird up here.
Yeah.
Look.
He was probably tired. It was a long day.
Exactly.
So
COQUIHA, because that looks like an A now.
Yeah.
LLA.
Okay. Question mark it, place.
And pack her stuff in 2 hours.
I gotta see if the video's still going. Yeah. Okay.
Have bologna sandwiches at the bridge.
Yeah.
Loads awful heavy. Must have over 100 pounds on one and 80 on the other. Follow trail above river until we come to rock slide.
Just wait. Follow trail
Above river
above river.
until we come to
Just
rock.
wait until we come. Sorry, huh? I freaking suck.
To
Yeah.
rock slide.
Okay.
And could not pick it up again. He couldn't pick up the trail again. Stumble around for quite a while, all played out and pretty faint.
Because they've been carrying all that weight.
Clarence doing pretty good for the first date. Tried to make my old camp, but too weak, so we cut down to river and find good place to camp. Cook a pot of that I'm stumped.
Beans.
Beans?
Yes.
Okay. After supper, while Clarence sewed and that's where it stops.
Okay, so now, see, this is the other thing. We need to find out the pages.